All right, quick tour of the underside of the 626. There's the Ecotec engine. Here's a look at the motor mounts, what we had to do to make that work. Actually, what Brett had to do to make it all work. I just kind of helped. Okay. Then we have the exhaust. We'll take a look at that. Professional heat shield made out of the license plate. Orla exhaust, a little louder than I thought it'd be, but that's all right. And comes out to the end. We had to cut the valance back here to make room for it because it's up a little bit higher. Then we've got another Texas plate heat shield. That's the fuel filter. Here's where the fuel pump is mounted, and this is the line going all the way to the front. We also have brake ducting. This can be seen here. And finally, we had a little bit of rust repair we had to do. This was a little rusty, so cut a little triangle and Brett welded that in. And I think that's it for the underside. You can see we have the King's lowering springs. They really don't do much for stiffness, but they're there. And the transmission mount we had to custom do. You can see the welded piece right there because the transmission's angled a little, and then we had to do our own. Well, we took it to a shop, but we had to get a new one-piece drive shaft made. That's it. See you for the inside in a little bit. All right, a couple of things we forgot underneath. Here's where the transmission cooler is. See the lines running up. You'll see everything from the inside of the engine when we do that. And then here's the mount that was fabricated for the radiator. A couple pieces of angle iron, and it worked pretty good. A quick look at the interior. There's the seat. Cool suit cooler. We mounted the battery in the back. There's your fire system. Here's where we mounted the new ignition system, or switch and start switch. And we had to make a new hole for the shifter, but it came out okay. Up here you can see all the gauges. The most important gauge, the domination gauge. And the best new feature, new pedal pads. And of course that's our drive-by-wire throttle. Alright, that is the interior. Alright, let's take a look at the engine. Okay, it's a GM Ecotec engine. 2-liter, I think. Anyway, there's your exhaust header. New radiator. We had to custom do all the lines for that. And then the intake. Or the other side, I mean. Okay. We reused the overflow radiator bottle. And let's take a look from the other side. Alright. This is the intake. And we're running a fuel pressure gauge on the outside here. We also had to do, custom motor mounts. This is right here is for the transmission cooler. Down there's a filter for the transmission cooler. And we had to custom make a plate to stuff that little clutch reservoir in there. All right. That's the engine.